Cool. There we are. We're starting.
We're starting.
Okay. Well,
We
who
took the
are you?
first step.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
well. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
For the listeners, we're just starting a podcast. We just
Yeah,
decided to do it finally.
I'm nervous and excited and yeah,
Yeah.
anxious at the same time.
So probably people want to know who are we for those who are listening. Um, would you want to start first?
Sure, I'll start. I like talking about myself. So my name's Jared Bishop. I uh, I like long walks on the beach. No, I live in Titirangi with my I have two kids and live with my wife and my son. I've got a daughter in medical school. I love saying that.
Nice.
And I am a Scrum Master currently working for Auckland Council. I've had probably about 10 years experience in the Agile space, operations background. Used to love editing videos and being
Nice.
creative, and yeah, picked up always had a passion in technology and made that passion my job.
Great.
Yeah,
Awesome. I think
how did I
I get
do?
to know you.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's quite cool. Thank you. For those who don't know me, I'm Edwin Wolfs. Been in New Zealand for quite a while. I am also a Scrum Master. Picked up several roles in my career as Agile coach, delivery lead, and I've been doing that for quite a while. And I really like helping people and try to get more value out of there in the market to the business, helping people to see better ways of working. To come here where we are right now, where we're starting this podcast, I've been like for a long journey into self-development. So I've been reading a lot of books, and hopefully, with our knowledge together, we can help people to maybe start something. So my passion is to help others to get maybe an idea or a spark to help them on their journey into whatever their journey is. I think that's quite a good start to do it. Um,
Nice.
yeah, what else should I talk about? About why the idea probably is going why we starting this podcast. So, um, we had, I think it was me that I proposed like, hey, let's start a podcast.
It was most definitely you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what did I tell you? Like, oh, I think in case we are without any jobs, because the market in Agile is more, many of you guys know, is not too shiny, too promising. So I thought in case we don't have a job, let's then do a podcast and help others to grow. And
Yeah.
then we
Yeah.
we keep
I,
having jobs, and then we're like, well, maybe we should just do it.
I sort of remember going for these afternoon walks with you, walking around the block, and just kind of offloading and having really interesting conversations with you, and going, "Hey, we should actually just record these conversations and turn it into a podcast as well, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it's
we
cool.
said like, I think many people have like an idea in their head when they do for a run or go in the shower, where the crazy ideas you have on mind for the next step you want to go into your career or whatever you want to. You do something exciting, it's something blocks you, right? And something like, this is probably my next step I should do. So for us, we just like, hmm, but you're also afraid to start with it. You're just like, let's do this. Yeah, this is nice, but you don't know really how to start. You don't want to get that extra push. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what is the first step?
What is the
What
first
is,
step?
yeah, what is the smallest first step you can do to start something?
Exactly. So hopefully we help you with that. So we're just starting to figure that out, how to start a podcast. Now
Yeah.
we in this technology age, we have AI. So I put a prompt in there in AI and said like, hey, I want to start a podcast. Can you give me tips?
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it's says
You've taken a
define.
step further than I have then.
Yeah. So first of all, we are recording, so that's cool.
That's the first step.
Who
We've
you
hit
speaking?
record.
Who are we speaking to? So that's a good goal. What is your podcast about? So this podcast is about starting, and I think our future podcast is around everything around value driven. I think. What do you think? Something value driven. We have plenty of agile podcasts, Scrum Master podcasts out there. Just something that we can provide value to. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Value driven. I feel like there's a few things in what you've said as well. So there's kind of like the career advice part of it.
Hmm.
You've sort of mentioned the self-development part of it and that you've read a lot of books. Both things that like I'm also really keen on. And having made a number of career pivots myself. Um, yeah, the coaching part of it is of interest to me as well.
Hmm.
I find I'm a kind of a natural. I lean towards the coaching sort of approach as a leadership style.
Yeah. Coaching leaders or coaching individuals?
Coaching individuals, I would say.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm personality wise, I'm definitely like a more one-to-one conversation kind of guy. Even though like I do lead teams and um, coach teams through things as well. I do find a lot of value and purpose for myself uh, out of driving success through one-on-one conversations.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
But coming back to the starting part, so the audience is probably it could be quite a wider range of people that we know, what is in our industry. We're living in New Zealand. Um, I have heard some other podcasts that you maybe know as well in the Agile space is the Metacast. They've been going out for many, many years. Um, and some podcasts are reach people even overseas, in like the small little places. So let's see how that goes. I mean, the most important thing is starting, right? So we've done that. I think I, it's good that we have like both uh, people talking, so we can just add on each other when somebody's lost. So the format will be probably like this. Maybe we can
yeah.
invite somebody if we want to in
It
the
might be more
future.
like you bringing me back on track than me bringing you back on track, but yeah,
I haven't done this
see how that
before.
goes. Yeah, yeah.
And then,
No,
of
likewise.
course, it's the content. What is the content? And sometimes you're thinking about, all right, is there something that I want to talk about or something that other people want to talk about? So you have to think about that. But it also needs to be some engaging for yourself. Like, what is your passion? Because if you want to talk about something that others people want to talk about and you're not passionate about it, I think the listeners will hear it. What do you think that? Hmm.
Yeah,
So it's good to have like a sort of structure, it says here in like the AI tool that I'm using. Clear structure, an intro, a main content, and an outro. Um, and strong uh, first three episodes to hook listeners early. Hmm. Okay. Um, also, what says that the microphone is in headphones and recording software is very important. And then step number 4 is record and edit. I actually, to think about it, all the podcasts that I'm listening to, I'm more engaged into them and listen to them if they are just like a conversation and they're unedited. I think, I don't know about you. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
like the raw conversations. As someone who's got a bit of background in editing, I think there's also there are opportunities there to maybe, if we need to cut things for time or something, but let's also just keep that natural
yeah.
uh, sort of authenticity to how it actually played out, as opposed to trying to uh, change it or make it sound better
Mm,
because we made a mistake. Let's warts and all kind of.
exactly.
Yeah.
And some of this, I'm just reading here, and I do not agree with this AI. Edit out long pauses, and background noise. I mean, background noise I could imagine, but we're distracted by a dog. My dog's here. But it also brings something, I guess. Some something, yeah. I mean, and it, I think that keeps people thinking as well when you're saying something like they're really listening to it instead of, you see some YouTube videos and it's got like a blah, 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 and it's
Yeah,
just, and you just don't know what you're being hearing because
I think
it's
I
all
think
over the
it
place.
can do. Yeah, so I recently joined Toastmasters, and ums and ahs are referred to as filler words in Toastmasters, and like saying and a lot is one of them. I think in an audio only format, tying it over or telling people you're thinking about something with a or an isn't
Yeah,
isn't a terrible thing.
natural.
Yeah, it's natural.
It- I think we should be keeping it natural, this podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's also step number 5. I like this AI. It's gonna give you always steps, even when you don't ask for it. Distribution and hosting. Now we have to think about it after the fact, after recording this session. How are we gonna do that? YouTube is a good platform. Um, Spotify. I mean,
hmm
where do you listen your podcast? I'm using like a second place tool. Oh, just touching my phone now. So yeah, I don't know. Where do
yeah.
you listening it to?
I've switched between YouTube Music and Spotify.
Hmm.
Um,
Apple
but
Podcasts,
yeah,
Google
settled
Podcasts.
settled on settled on Spotify now. So Google Podcast doesn't actually exist anymore.
Why does it say that here?
It's
Oh
been,
wow.
oh, your AI's out of date. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they've merged with YouTube Music.
Ah, okay, okay,
So
okay. Okay.
so that's all in one place. I used to find that having music and podcasts together in one app was a bit kind of like you're merging two different things, and I
Hmm.
didn't like it, but I've come to terms with it now, and yeah, Spotify does a good job, and so and you being able to switch between the two,
Hmm.
so that's not too bad.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I was just thinking something, but I lost it. Maybe because of the pressure, because we're recording. Um, Maybe come back to it. Ah, promoting. Yes, promoting. Um, what's a good platform for it? How we want to promote it? Put it on LinkedIn, see if it
LinkedIn,
grows, or YouTube. Got a
yeah.
YouTube channel. How you want to get your followers? And yeah, no, sorry, I got it again. What's the purpose? Because this is why I've got this book. Don't you see it?
Start with why. Yeah,
Start a
okay.
why. Because
Oh,
I think everything when you start something, it's good to, and this is you know, um, is opening a whole new chapter probably. Start with why is always a really good way to start
yeah.
anything. So we explained it a bit. We had an idea. We felt like we wanted to get the next step in our career to start something, to see what's coming out, be a little bit creative. So why is a good way to start? Have you read the book?
I haven't. Heard I've heard a lot about it. It comes up in Agile safe content, and yeah, it makes sense. So, and particularly, I think as in Scrum Master, product owner type context as well, you want to be communicating that why, or making sure the team are kind of founded in why they're doing the work,
Uh-oh,
especially in like
unlost connection.
integration.
I was a
I can hear you fine. Oh, he is gone. Yeah, what was I saying? So especially in integration back-end teams that are kind of a step or three away from the customer, keeping them grounded in
Are
the
you still?
business outcome is key and actually quite well received by those teams. Yes, I lost you, Edward, but I kept talking anyway.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I was
I
rolling
was
with
just
it.
about to
We would
say,
have rolled with it, right? Yeah,
yes, roll with it. Okay.
yeah,
So you haven't read it, but you understand the concept. That's basically what you said, right?
yes, yeah,
Good.
sure.
Good.
Let's go with that.
Cool. So promoting is also good. Um, Stay consistent. I think that is always like, when you form a habit, and I don't have this book. It's here somewhere, and I encourage people to read it, How to Form a Habit. So there was some research somewhere online when it takes 22 days. Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. 22 days to form a habit. So the same is like a podcast, like brushing your teeth. It's like automatically, you don't even think about it. To form a habit uh, is, stay consistent is the key to, having a good podcast. And I think with a lot of people who were actually starting a podcast when they first started, they're like, oh my God, we were so rubbish. Um, it's great to be staying consistent because you develop yourself, you develop your speaking skills. I think it's a good way to stay consistent.
Yeah,
Any thoughts on that?
yeah. It reminds me of. I think this habit thing came out of like quitting smoking. I think it reminds me of like if you can get through
Mm.
3 weeks, then you're like it gets easy after that. Um, Obviously everyone has their own journey, but 22 is quite a specific number.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I
Yeah,
read it, to be honest.
yeah, okay, yeah. And so how does that work with like a podcast where it's like a weekly thing? Like, does that mean it's going to take 22 weeks for this to become a habit?
I think a lot of people start something with it. And then it's a good example. Like everybody knows New Year's resolutions, right? When you start, you have like something, this year I'm gonna stop drinking. And it's easy when you go after New Year's, you go to the gym or something, you see like 500 people, like, oh, it's so crowded. It's hard to stay consistent with something. Um, Something gives you pain or pleasure. As long as things keep giving pleasure, like chocolate, you will keep eating it. So I think that's the same with consistency. You just have to see the long-term pleasure in it. So the podcast, if something is on a recurring basis, I'm talking right now like an
Mm,
expert. I just read some
yeah,
books,
yeah,
and well, and self what I did myself. When I'm running almost every day, it gives me
mm,
pleasure, so I'm doing that, and it
nice.
stays consistent, and it's forming a sort of habit. It's like it's
Yeah,
cold outside. It's not like I'm thinking about it. It's cold. It's just like, oh, I've done it yesterday, so it's turning into a habit, and you get
yeah,
better in it, I guess.
yeah, yeah. You get out.
Mm.
Doesn't matter if it's cold. Just put on
Jacket.
your running shoes. and yeah, get out the door. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. I remember. I was years ago. I'm actually trying to build back a gym habit. But this is about getting to bed early enough and creating time for myself. I did do a nice big bike ride yesterday though, in the nice sunny weather, which was great.
So anything
I
else on making a start or starting? Anything else to think? Are you there?
Yeah, no, I am. I thought I had something and I lost it. Come back.
That's what you sometimes
Yeah,
have as well, right? You think
yeah,
about all over the place. You think about your voice. You're thinking about how I pronounce, if like my words is coming out of my mouth properly. Can people understand me what I'm saying? So you're overthinking it a bit.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what it
Do I
is?
do I sound genuine? Is this how I usually talk?
Do I talk too fast? Do I talk too slow?
Yeah,
And this is going to another topic, probably self-limited beliefs. Because some people, when they want to start things, and you know, after a while they think like, oh, this I'm rubbish in it, so I should not start it at all, or like start a bit, and then you think how not good you are using the correct English, and you stop doing it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Right.
but
But what makes what we're doing any different from anyone else's?
I think
Right? Like you were.
it's the consistency, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the consistency. And like what you were saying before, you were talking and then you stopped yourself and went, "Oh, I just read a few books. I'm not the expert." But how is your opinion any different from like someone else who's read a few books and is now talking like an expert? So it's kind of
Exactly.
that's empowering.
You can say you're an expert, but how do you know you're an expert into something? This is going really
Mm.
deep, to be honest. But go
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
the
Sorry,
and
this is
this
another thing you get with me is that sometimes things can go too deep
and it's cool,
too
and we
quickly.
and it is
Yeah,
quite cool because we I think in today's podcast we're touching a lot of areas where we can dive in deeper, and
yeah.
now we're
What?
coming. I think 30 minutes
Yeah,
is around a good time to end a podcast. What do you think? Sorry, I
yeah,
don't want
sure.
to
I
cut it
think
too short.
you're right. Do you want to
Well, we need
wrap
to
up?
think about something for the next episode. And when are we gonna do it? When do we have time for it? What do you think?
Well,
No, I don't think every week.
in the interests of forming a habit.
Once a month, once a weekly. Some people do it daily. You know, the Scrum Master Daily podcast. I don't think we should do
Yeah,
that.
no,
It's
no,
an overload of kill.
that seems tiring. Yeah,
Ah,
fortnightly or monthly. Monthly is a start. What we need to do, you're right. We need to build up some content, right? So to get consistency, we need to get a little bit ahead in terms of content. Have I lost you again?
are you still there?
Yes.
What were you talking about?
What was I saying? That's a great question. We need to get a little bit ahead of ourselves in terms of content.
Yeah, no,
And
I
like
have another,
I think
I have a,
and to your point or to the AI's point of consistency, right? How do we create a buffer for ourselves, getting things
I've got,
done?
yes, I've got a book here, Getting Things Done by
Yeah,
David Allen, and it's a
yeah.
good way to get on top of this because,
GTD. Yeah, tell me more.
yeah, yeah. So that's a teaser for next episode.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think it's time to wrap it up, wrap it up a bit. Um,
We'll finish starting. We'll finish starting here.
finish the start. We've started. So starting is always the hardest part. The
Yes.
consistency is is actually the hardest part. Starting is the easiest part, but finishing is,
Now that we're
or
here,
consistency is the hardest part. Yeah,
yeah.
I correct myself there. Um, so weekly, fortnightly, monthly. Do you want to commit to yourself to do this? I thought
I'd say
monthly was really good.
yeah, okay, let's go monthly, and we
Let's do
can,
monthly first, and then if we think we have some time left over in our busy schedules, then we can do it fortnightly or something.
yeah, that sounds good.
Cool.
Cool. Well,
Where can people reach you
you
if
can
they have
find me on
questions?
LinkedIn. So I am Jared Bishop NZ on LinkedIn.
Just for people who want to reach out to me, LinkedIn is the best way. Edwin Wolfs with a WOLFS. Um, yeah,
We've made a start. Do you feel how do you feel, Edwin? Now
I
that
feel
we've
good.
started,
Yeah,
good.
I feel good.
I
It
feel
was quite exciting, to be honest. That
yeah,
the feeling that you have, and I probably tripped over my words a few times, but that's nature. You're thinking while you're speaking.
yeah,
Um, but we started, and hopefully people like this. You got any comments for us? Please let us know how to improve, because we always want to improve as an individual. So yeah,
yeah.
that's it. That's it. Thank you for listening.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in August in a month's time.
See you in August. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.